On a day when the Parliament is set for a real face-off between the Treasury benches and the opposition benches, I'm joined by Chief Spokesperson and General Secretary of the BJP, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad. Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, battle lines are drawn since yesterday. Sushma Swaraj, Arun Jaitley really announced the scheme of things to come. You want a discussion under Rule 184 on price rise and corruption issues. The government is wanting it to happen under Rule 193 where there's no voting. How will Parliament move forward?
First of all, these are not battle lines. We are only enforcing the accountability of this government which we are entitled to. That's the first thing. Why not voting? If for 3.5 years prices are not coming down under an eminent economist Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, are we not entitled to at least let the country know who is standing where as far as price rise is concerned? A discussion will be there followed by a voting. And if the Congress is shying away from this, it is obviously very clear that they are reluctant to face it. The same about corruption. Come on, every day skeletons are coming out of the cupboard of this whole government. Now we see how the PM's involvement in some way as far as information part is concerned, that he was very much in the loop, not only by Raja, but also as far as determination of spectrum pricing is concerned when FM and PM met him. Let me ask a question today which we are entitled to ask. You are the Prime Minister of India. You have got all the information with you. How is it that you could not know that such a muck is there in this whole location and you did not take any action? They are entitled to ask this question.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, extremely interesting that you should use the same phrase which had upset the BJP yesterday. Sushma Swaraj said that skeletons tumbling out of the opposition's cupboard was a statement made by the Prime Minister, and that was something the BJP took objection to. You've used the same words for the Prime Minister. So isn't this a face-off? What else is a face-off between the opposition and the Treasury benches?
First of all, the Prime Minister sought to divert it. He knows that he's in the wrong box. He knows that the entire system has been abused when he was been the Prime Minister. And when we are raising it, he raised this issue. For the Prime Minister to say that when the government is saying that we are willing for all the discussion. Therefore, I have only used the phrase. But by the way, what is wrong with it? What is wrong with it?
So what was wrong when the Prime Minister used it?
The Prime Minister used it in a provocative manner. That I will divert the attention, you are also wrong. We have nothing to hide, Navika. But is the Prime Minister and his government hiding things? They are. That's the crucial issue.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, what are you going to do as a strategy in Rajya Sabha? Is there an adjournment motion on the CAG issue now, again targeting the Prime Minister's office in the selection of Kalmadi as the chairman of the organizing committee?
Obviously, the leak is there. The leak part will be discussed. But more important is, Commonwealth and 2G remains the two most scandalous scams of independent India, right after 1947. In that view of the matter, if it is becoming increasingly evident that the Prime Minister office was seeking to give patronage to him, was seeking to even overrule such a earnest, sincere sportsman like Sunil Dutt and making him chairman, these are legitimate questions. And today Kalmadi is in jail. Therefore, those who appointed him are also entitled to explain as to why appointed him.
But Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, the Treasury benches, the government has questioned your track record as far as Yediyurappa is concerned. Even after being indicted by the Lokayukta report, it took him 4 days and a lot of heartache for the BJP to remove him. And now there are reports that he's actually broken a laptop of a former party president. He slapped a minister. You haven't installed a new chief minister. So the BJP has its own skeleton, so to speak, in their cupboard.
First of all, a powerful chief minister, popularly elected, Yediyurappa, was asked to go and he has tendered his resignation. The new CM would be elected. And the track record of Congress, a minor minister like, junior minister like Rajkumar Chauhan, who was indicted by the Lokayukt, that report was reversed by the president under a collusive advice of the Home Minister. They can't even sacrifice a junior minister. That is the difference as far as we are concerned. We will continue, Karnataka is in order, but we will not divert the attention of this government. You have to explain before the nation, the bar of the public opinion, as to why so much of scams took place and you kept quiet.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, your position, the BJP's position, extremely adamant and fixed. The government also saying that they will not allow voting. In fact, 193 is all that they're going to agree to in Lok Sabha as far as the debate on price rise and corruption is concerned. You're an experienced parliamentarian. Where do you see the proceedings in Parliament going from here?
Well, Navika, the obligation to run the House substantially rests with the Treasury benches, the government. But certainly, since you have asked this question, let the nation know through you as to why this government is cagey about having a voting procedure as far as debate is concerned. We have debated so much on price rise. Corruption is becoming cancerous day by day. If we want a voting and we want to show to the country as to who is standing where, it is a legitimate parliamentary instrument available. Why the government is shying away?
So why voting only on price rise issues and corruption issues? Why not a no confidence motion? Do you think that price rise is the lowest common denominator which helps you get all opposition parties together? Is that your strategy?
That will be a wrong way of saying that. If we come with no confidence, again it's a matter of strategy. They will say we want to capture power. They can say that. Therefore they want to oust us. But as far as a parliamentary censor through the instrument of voting is concerned, it is a legitimate parliamentary instrument. And if the government is running away from it, I'm sorry, it will only reinforce this government has a lot to hide.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, my last question. You're only at the moment aiming at a censure of the government. You don't want to really destabilize the government at the center. Is that the strategy?
Be very clear about it. We have got the right to admonish, censor and expose this government on the prices and corruption issue. And if the government goes in the process, it is none of our responsibility. As for the larger issue is concerned, as the country sees it, the sooner this government goes, the better it is. Any government will be better than this government. But having said that, we would like presently to expose this government before the bar of the people by legitimately raising questions with evidence about the complicity of this government and the complete indifference as far as containment of prices is concerned.